Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we take all your research and make it useful to you. We're from the Moore's Global Finance podcast team, and I'm John.
I'm Tiffany, and today we are going to look into alternative finance.
And it looks like you're checking out some interesting things like Glint Pay and Goldmoney. These both seem like unique ways to manage your finances, and they're all about gold.
It's a really cool idea, going beyond just investing in gold. I mean, imagine just using it to buy your everyday things, kind of like back in the day with the gold standard.
I like the idea of buying coffee with a gold coin, but maybe a little less old-fashioned.
Right. Let's start with Glint Pay. They actually figured out a way to spend gold, so you can buy it, store it, and spend it all through a Mastercard that they give you. No more exchanging currencies when you travel. You just use gold wherever you go.
Okay, but wouldn't that be super hard? How would that even work?
It's actually pretty easy. It's like a digital gold wallet. Every dollar you have in Glint Pay is backed by actual physical gold, and that gold is kept safe in vaults in Switzerland. So when you buy something, that amount of gold is just taken out of your account.
So is it like I have tiny pieces of gold in my wallet when I use the Glint card?
Well, not really. It's all digital, so you don't have to worry about losing actual gold. But what's really interesting is how Glint Pay is kind of going back to the gold standard idea, like offering a different way to use money instead of the regular currencies that honestly don't seem so reliable these days.
But is connecting your money to the price of gold really a good thing? Wouldn't that make things go up and down a lot?
That's a good point, and we should definitely talk more about that. Gold has always been seen as something safe to invest in. It keeps its value when the economy is uncertain, but just like anything you invest in, the price can change.
So Glint Pay might be good for someone who's worried about inflation and wants to invest in something real, but they have to be okay with the ups and downs of gold prices.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about Goldmoney. They are different from Glint Pay, which is all about spending gold. Goldmoney is more about having different precious metals in your investments. They have a platform where you can buy, sell, and store not only gold, but also silver, platinum, and even palladium.
So if I want to invest in precious metals, Goldmoney might be better.
Maybe. They work with both individuals and institutions and offer various account types and storage options. You can even pick where in the world you want your gold to be stored so you have more control and security.
Really? So with Glint, my gold's only in Switzerland, but with Goldmoney, I have more choices.
Yeah, and that can be important for some investors who want to spread out their holdings geographically. Also, Goldmoney is really big on educating people about this stuff. They even have something called Goldmoney Kids to teach the next generation about being responsible with money and investing in precious metals.
So they aren't just about buying and selling. They want to create a whole community around precious metals.
It looks like it. Now, to figure out which platform is right for you, we should really compare them directly. Let's start by looking at what they offer and what makes them stand out from each other.
Okay, let's get into the details. Starting with Glint Pay, we know they are all about using gold like everyday money. What about Goldmoney?
Goldmoney is more like a traditional investment platform. They have more types of precious metals. And while you can spend your money through their prepaid Mastercard, their main focus is on buying, selling, and storing for investments.
So Glint is about spending gold, and Goldmoney is about investing in different precious metals. That's a pretty clear difference.
Definitely. So now let's look at how each platform actually works. How user-friendly are they, and what tools do they have for managing your gold?
I've seen that Glint Pay has a pretty cool app. Looks super easy to use, which would be great for someone new to the whole gold thing.
You're right. They've made it really simple to use on your phone, making buying, selling, and even just checking gold prices really easy. Goldmoney, though, uses a more traditional website. It works, but it's not as easy to use for people who like to do everything on their phones.
Okay, so Glint is easier to use, but maybe Goldmoney has more advanced stuff for serious investors.
That could be true. We can look closer at those features in a bit. But first, let's talk about the buying process itself. How easy is it to get started with each platform?
Glint Pay makes it so easy to buy gold. You download the app, connect your bank account, and boom, you own gold.
It's super easy. Goldmoney, though, is a little more old school. You have to set up an account, verify who you are, and put money in it before you can start buying.
So Glint Pay is faster and easier, but Goldmoney might be more secure because they do things the traditional way. What about where the gold is actually kept? That seems like a big deal.
Absolutely. Security is super important with precious metals. Glint Pay works with Brinks, which is a big name in security, to store their gold. It's kept separate in what they call allocated accounts.
Allocated accounts. What does that mean?
It means your gold is kept completely separate from Glint's own stuff. So it's always clear that it's yours. Your gold is your gold, no mixing. They store it in super secure vaults in Switzerland.
So if Glint Pay went bankrupt, my gold would be safe.
That's the idea. Now, Gold Money does things a little differently. They have a whole network of vaults around the world, managed by companies like Loomis and Brinks, and you get to choose where you want your gold stored. So you have more control and can spread your gold around geographically.
So if Glint, it's Switzerland only, but with Gold Money, I can put my gold in different places around the world.
Exactly. Both platforms insure your gold against theft, loss, or damage, so your investment is protected no matter where it's stored.
Okay, that's good to know. Now let's talk about the fees. There have to be some fees, right?
Of course. Let's see what each platform charges. Glint Pay keeps it simple. They have a 0.5% fee on every gold transaction you make, buying, selling, or exchanging for other currencies. And there's a 3% fee if you use a credit card to put money in your accounts.
So it's better to use bank transfers to save on fees.
Got it.
What about Gold Money?
Their fees are a bit more complicated. They also have a 0.5% fee when you buy and sell precious metals, but then you have to pay a monthly storage fee too.
Wait, so even if I'm just holding my gold, I'm still paying?
Yeah, the storage fee starts at $10 a month. But if you have a lot of gold and your storage costs are over $10, they get rid of that initial fee. And their storage fees for gold go from 0.01% to 0.018% every month, depending on how much you have stored.
So Gold Money's fees could add up, especially if you're not investing a lot. Anything else we need to think about?
It's also worth comparing how you can pay on each platform. Glint Pay takes credit cards and bank transfers. Gold Money has more options. They take bank wires, direct bank transfers, PayPal, and even some cryptocurrencies.
If you're into crypto, Gold Money might be more appealing. But what happens when you want to sell your gold? How easy is that on each platform?
With Glint Pay, you sell your gold right in the app, and they'll put the money back in your bank account or on your card. It usually takes a couple of business days. Gold Money is similar. They have different ways to get your money, and usually they process sales really quickly, sometimes within one business day.
So both seem pretty straightforward when it comes to selling. But what are people saying about these platforms? Are users happy?
Glint Pay has really good reviews online. Their rating on Trustpilot is 4.4 out of 5 stars, which means most people are really satisfied.
Sounds like people like Glint. What about Gold Money?
Their reviews are a bit mixed. They have a decent score on Trustpilot, 4.2 out of 5, but they have some lower ratings on other websites. It seems like there are some things they could improve based on what some users are saying.
Okay, so we've looked at a lot of information. We talked about their products, features, security, fees, payment methods, selling options, and even what users think. Now we need to break down all this information and see what we've learned.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go over the pros and cons of each platform and focus on what's important for someone trying to decide between Glint Pay and Gold Money.
Sounds good. Let's start with Glint Pay. What are their best features?
Well, Glint Pay has that super easy-to-use app, which is perfect for beginners or anyone who wants a simple way to buy, sell, and use gold. They're really focused on making gold easy to use every day, which could appeal to people who don't trust the regular financial system. And they don't charge any storage fees, which is a big plus.
So Glint Pay is all about being easy to use and accessible. Plus, you could potentially spend your gold like cash. But what are the downsides?
Maybe the biggest downside is they only focus on gold. So if you want to invest in other precious metals, they aren't for you. And even though they have a prepaid Mastercard, it's not accepted everywhere like regular cards. You might not be able to use it in some places.
So Glint Pay is good for getting started with gold, but not for serious investors or people who need a card they can use everywhere. What about Gold Money? What are they good at?
Gold Money is really thorough when it comes to investing in precious metals. They offer a wide variety of metals. You can store your gold in different places around the world, and they have different payment methods, including crypto. Their fees can be higher than Glint Pays, but they have more features and flexibility for experienced investors.
So Gold Money is the choice for people who are serious about investing in a variety of precious metals and who want more control over their investments. But are there any downsides we should know about?
Their website isn't as user-friendly as Glint Pay's app. It can be a bit clunky, and some users might find it hard to use. Their customer support is also not the best, which can be annoying if you need help quickly. And while they offer a prepaid Mastercard, they're really all about investing, not spending your gold every day.
Okay, so Gold Money might take some time to learn, but they offer a more comprehensive platform for serious investors. So where does that leave us? Which one should you choose?
I guess it comes down to what you're really after. Like, if you just want to try out using gold for your daily purchases and you want something simple on your phone, Glint Pay seems like a good way to go.
But if you're thinking about the long term and you want to build a diverse portfolio with precious metals and have more control over where they're stored and you like having more payment options, then gold money might be better.
Yeah, it's almost like a Glint Pay is just dipping your toe in the water with gold, but gold money is like jumping right in. But either way, they both show that gold is still important today. It's not just something from the past. It's an asset that people are finding new and creative ways to use. And this whole modern day gold standard thing, even if it's just through a platform like Glint Pay, brings up some interesting questions.
Yeah, like, could we ever go back to a gold-backed currency system in a big way? Or is that just a pipe dream?
It's definitely something to think about. The financial world is always changing, and who knows what's next for gold. But it's clear that people are still drawn to it, and it offers some stability in uncertain times.
So whether you want to spend your gold on your morning coffee or build a whole precious metals portfolio, Glint Pay and Gold Money offer two very different ways to use gold.
And don't forget, this is just the start of your deep dive into this. There's a ton of information out there about gold, silver, and all sorts of precious metals.
If you're interested in digging deeper and comparing other companies that invest in gold, check out Moore's Global Finance for more information and resources.
We'll be here to help you navigate the exciting world of finance, make smart decisions, and find the options that are best for you.
Until then, keep learning, keep exploring,